when I was trying to get work, I'll tell Andrew this because I'm sure he didn't read the article.
Oh, I did.
Did you?
Read it, yeah. I read it the moment I saw it on Stunt Community.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
You raised a good boy.
I did.
Yeah.
As
Look
you
at
did.
Well,
Yeah. You know?
I pretend I'm interested in stuff.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. You got your dad's humor. Or maybe, yeah. But you must remember, too, like trying to get your 8x10 out to
Oh, my
show
God,
people
yes.
and pictures. And,
Of course.
You know, all that kind of stuff.
But see, that's the problem. That's what I mentioned a little earlier. There was a time when you would knock on doors and you had to like a salesman, you are your product, so you had to go out and sell you to whoever is buying.
Yeah.
And I did that. And I did it with Dwayne, I did it with Rick, all those guys back then, Shane. But today, no one does it. I actually go on set and I meet stunt performers who don't know who I am.
That probably mostly ended
You know what I
in
mean?
Blair's era, right? Because I remember Pick and Rez and all that stuff, but I was like super young, so it wasn't like the same vibe. But I'd go to every audition with Pick and Rez,
Right.
Pick and Rez. I had stacks and stacks of them.
Well, the stunt kids today, the newbies, they don't understand what it takes to sell themselves to
It's not the same. It's
people
not
that
even
have
close
the
to
ability
same.
to hire them.
It's interesting what you just said, that you go on set and people don't know who you are, and I never really stopped and thought about that.
Well, both you, myself, we're in the position of hiring
Yeah, no,
them and giving them a living.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
And if they don't know who I am, they're not doing their job very well.
And I'd never stopped to consider that. You know, it's interesting. I don't know how I've only hired one person off their reel. And, oh my God, what's...
I love that you're saying this. This is funny.
Well, how many times has a reel gone, I'm about to hire someone, and I looked at the reel and then not hired them? Which is, I don't know if that's ever happened to you.
No.
A bad reel is worse than no reel.
Correct. In my opinion, I agree with you.
Yeah. But
How many reels do you get? Tons.
You must
tons, yeah.
As
and
do I.
And I watch every last one of them.
You do?
100%. I respond to everyone who writes to me.
Yes.
And I watch every reel that's sent
You're a
to me.
busy man.
Wow. Okay, so having said that,
I think it's the least I can do.
I try to respond to every email.
Right.
I try.
Okay.
I rarely. If somebody texts me, I'm not. Sometimes I don't get back. I try to respond to, especially foreigners. I get emails from Europe and Australia and America because I'm on lists, as you are. So I try to respond to them and say, I apologize, I can't do anything for you. It depends on the body of the letter that's sent and whether I can tell whether you're a professional or not. But I don't watch reels. I understand what a backflip is, and I know what a punch looks like, and I know whether your reel is going to be a professional reel of work that you've done on film or television, or whether you've created it with friends. So I don't watch them, and I don't use them as a tool.
Do you not? It's interesting because people who send reels are generally people who are, trying to get it going. Mm-hmm. I think Blair's asleep, incidentally. I think Blair is sleeping. I think the director has fallen asleep. I think this interview is going so badly. Blair's like over there going, "Save me. Will this ever be over?"
Oh my
God. He's out like a light. I could hear him snoring over there.
That's hilarious.
But I'm a little more. I'm not as hard nosed as your dad, obviously.
Yeah.
I kind of go. What drives me crazy? Driving crazy, but people who send videos of them shooting guns. On the range.
Yes, I've gotten those.
Yeah, and I go, oh, that's a mistake. Don't do that. Or they do a somersault on 16-inch mats. Mm-hmm. those are mistakes, and I want to say to them that's a mistake, I don't. I'll just say thank you for sending your
Right.
But in lieu of material, because you haven't got a job yet, I kind of appreciate the fact that the person's gone out, produced and created a reel,
Right.
trying to create, and I
Just to
understand.
illustrate their
Making
skills.
moves. They're just
Yeah,
making moves, trying to.
making something happen.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, I mean, heck, if bad mistakes were chalked up against me, I'd still be working in bars.
Sure.
As a doorman.
I absolutely understand.
I've made so many mistakes coming up through the business that it's not even funny.
Like today, because anybody with an iPhone can make a movie.
Sure.
And then they go on whatever editing software on their phone that they choose. They can shoot all these little fights things that they do. I don't know if you're on Facebook and that you see all these stunt guys doing these little fights and stuff.
No.
They get
I'm
together.
not a social media guy.
Oh, this
Okay.
is why he watches the reels.
That's right.
He doesn't see all
get
that
to see,
shit.
he doesn't get to see them on Facebook. But one of the biggest mistakes people make is that all they're doing is illustrating what they don't know by putting a fight together that absolutely sucks.
100%.
And there's a young fella in Toronto right now. He's putting stuff online, and he's a total embarrassment to
What's
the
his
stunt
name?
community. I'm not going to say his name. He'll sue me. But a number of people put up things that the world sees.
Sure.
And if you're trying to put it up to impress, go a little further and get it edited properly. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not right, and they're making a mistake, and it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I was saying when, no reel's better than a bad reel.
Right.
And I think it's comparative. Like, you can't be, everyone's not Jackie Chan, right? Everyone's not, they just aren't that skill level. But
But the thing about too is that I don't think it requires a great skill level. Like what's interesting is that, and I'm sure you had this, I know you have. People come up to me and say, I'm a world champion Taekwondo person. I'm a world champion judo expert. I can fall with the best of them. Well, you're going to be playing a homeless man fighting in an alley, and I don't need a perfect break fall. I need you to make it a wreck.
100%.
So I need a stunt man.
Yeah.
I've never needed in my entire career a world champion at anything.
No, of course you haven't.
So I need you to be as good as I need you to be, and as a filmmaker, I'm going to make you look amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't need you to have the skills of Jackie Chan.
I do think that when a lot of the young people coming into this, they are told pretty quickly, you need a reel. You need a reel. You need a reel. You need a reel.
Right.
Shoot yourself on a line. Shoot yourself in the gym. Shoot yourself. There's all these kinds of things. Do you have an opinion on that? I mean, if you've never really used the reel.
Well, I can tell you right now, I don't know about you guys, but what I do is if I need somebody, I get sent a reel because I do look at them all. And if I see a reel and I go, oh, that's cool, great look,
Talented guy.
talented woman, talented person.
Yep.
I always make the phone call. I always phone somebody. Like I look to see who they've worked. I always look to see who they've worked for.
Right.
Sure.
And if there's nobody on it, and they say, hey, could we chat? I'm always say, sure, we could chat, and I'll do it when I'm driving into
Sure.
Toronto to studio
Sure.
or something. I'll have a phone conversation with them. But otherwise, I'm always on the phone. Like if Randy's listed, I'll phone your dad. If Jamie's listed, I'll phone JJ or Mark, whoever that person may
Sure.
be.
And sort of vet them instead.
Yeah.
In that regard.
Yeah.
No, and I get called by a lot of people. One guy that always calls me was Rick Forsyth. God bless him. He would always call me because he would be dealing with someone who's got my name on their resume. A few other people, not very many.
Well, that makes sense in the way that, more than just skill on set.
I still can't
Etiquette.
believe Ricky's gone. That's
I know. It's yeah.
my
I just had a moment go through my head too.
I'm sorry, Andrew.
Yeah. No, that's okay. No, I was just saying that, vetting someone in that way is very much like a job. It's how you would vet anyone for any job, and because you want to know that they have on-set etiquette or that they're okay, someone you can trust, they're tough, whatever. All these other things. What is the sense in a reel nowadays? Is there?
Oh, I think there is. I personally do. I think.
Sorry, Joe.
No, not at all. I think it kind of gives a base level of that the person's training. Like today's stunt person's different. I mean, I'm certainly not going to lecture you guys on that. You're all professional stunt people. Even the man asleep in the corner over there.
Yeah. Blair, wake up.
Blair.
Here.
Yeah, okay. But it's different. You know, back in the day when I was never a party guy, I was never a drinker or any of those things. But you guys, well, heck, you know, Andrew, as I was saying earlier, I mean, you're actually a veteran stunt guy. You know, we keep thinking you as the kid because you're Randy's boy, but you know, you've been around a long time. You've been doing it for what, 30 years? You've been
30,
doing it.
yeah, 30 years.
But back even when you were too young to do it at the time, but you know, stunt guys all hung out together, partied together, drank together.
Sure.
You know, went to the bars. That's, you know, that was kind of the culture. Those days are dead and gone.
100%.
They are.
And
What's interesting about that is when it was alive and well,
Yeah.
I still never participated.
well, and neither did I.
Well, because I lived in Cambridge for one.
Yeah.
I don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
And I had 3 kids to go home to.
Exactly. You know who else never did it? It was Marco Bianco. Yeah, he was never that party guy. But you know, my point is that the culture was different. It was about being a cowboy. You never wore pads to set. In fact, wearing pads was kind of a taboo.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I do.
Yeah, like you were going to do a car hit and you come out wearing pads and it'd be like, "What the fuck are you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, Michelin man. Like all you do is have a dillo in elbows and knees, and it was like in hips and."
And now it's opposite. You don't have pads.
Although I say to stunt people, never put your pads on set. Never put them on set. I don't want people seeing you in pads. You put them on.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to see pads on set.
That's right.
That's
Cool.
just my
That's good.
own thing.
Now, interesting thing about the pads.
But
and if-
anyway, I'm sorry, just very quickly.
go.
My point is today's stunt person goes to work every day. Today's successful stunt person goes to work every day. If they don't have a job on set, they go train.
right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Or they do something else to enhance their abilities as a filmmaker.
that's right. Yes, as a filmmaker.
Right.
The business as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny. I just got a flash of it. You keep saying, you know, as a filmmaker, and of course, because I would obviously consider you a filmmaker. I mean, you're a director, stunt coordinator, stunt performer.
Okay.
But-
well, that ends the podcast.
You know, but you don't, like in the earlier days of my stunt coordinating career, you were my go-to guy for the stunt actor thing. You must remember that.
I do.
You were always the guy who, like,
People still
you were-
save me. Yeah.
Yeah, you were on all my reels. You were, because, you know, you were like, because I remember when I was starting as a second unit director.
Yeah.
And I'd stunt coordinate all my own units, which I still do. I prefer it. And you were in, your dad was in all my stuff.
Ah, that's awesome.
Can you send me that reel so I have one?